In today's video, I'm going to share with you how you can become fluent in English without having to move abroad. As you can see, currently taking a walk. I have like a 1 hour break from law school, so I thought, why don't I bring you guys along and just talk to you guys in a very chill way about becoming fluent in English. It was raining yesterday, so there's like a lot of dirt. Literally, look at my shoes, they're so dirty right now. We're all busy in our lives. If you know my channel, you know we're all about productivity, about incorporating things in our daily life, especially language learning. Definitely stick to the end because I'm going to share with you 3 main secrets that helped me become fluent in English. The first tip that I have for you guys is what we call routine-based or task-based language learning. What do I mean by that? We're all humans. We all have certain routines because that's how humans act more efficiently in their lives. They establish certain habits. So you wake up, you brush your teeth, you go to the gym, you eat, and so forth. So task-based language learning basically connects your current routine, your current habits to language learning. And I realized that I actually did that when I was younger subconsciously. I didn't even know the term task-based language learning or routine-based language learning. I just did it subconsciously, but that's certainly what it was. So how it works is that whatever habit you currently have, try to connect language learning to that specific habit. What I used to do is I did a lot of calisthenics, which is basically body weight exercises from my home when I didn't have a gym membership yet. And as a beginner, you obviously don't know what you're doing. You probably do some push-ups, but then you go on YouTube and then you look for fitness influencers or like fitness YouTubers, right? And I would look for them in English because back then, like, I don't know, 8 years ago, they didn't have a lot of good German fitness influencers or good Vietnamese fitness influencers. So all of the famous fitness influencers who I really looked up to, they were from the US. I would watch these, workout videos, obviously in English. That way you can learn specific words, for example, in this case, the fitness industry, simply by including that into your daily routine. Over time, because I looked up to Chris Heria and like all these other fitness influencers that much, I actually started to imitate them whenever the workout started. So he always starts his workout with, "What's up, Elite Thanix athletes? It's Chris Heria. Today I'm going to show you a ab workout," or something like that, right?
"What's up, Thanix athletes? It's Chris Heria."
I would just like imitate that, and basically that's shadowing as well. Another language learning technique that I talked on my channel a lot. If you're interested in that, check out this video above. You can literally apply this to any habit that you currently have. For example, if you're into cooking or if you cook every single day and you look up recipes, you can do that in English or any language you're trying to learn, right? When I started to get into cooking, I would go on YouTube again and look for my favorite cooking YouTubers like, I don't know, Gordon Ramsay or other famous cooking influencers from the United States. Because again, at that time, there were not a lot of cooking influencers in Germany or in Vietnam. That's how I personally got into cooking and learning specific cooking related terms. And that's another example how you can, for example, get into cooking while like improving your English speaking journey. If you would only do those 2 things, cooking and working out every single day, and you incorporate English into that, you already have like 2 hours of practicing English naturally incorporated into your daily busy routine. What I would recommend you to do is take out a notepad or a piece of paper where you schedule your day and just look at specific habits in your routine and where you could naturally incorporate English learning into the routine. I promise you that's a really great way, most efficient way in my opinion, to incorporate English lessons, especially if you're busy and you don't have to move anywhere abroad. You can do it literally right now from the comfort of your daily routine. It's actually just like what I'm doing right now, right? I have a break of 1 hour, I'm taking a walk, but instead of just taking a walk, I'm filming this YouTube video for you guys at the same time. We all have 24 hours and some people seem to achieve more than others, and I think that's mostly because they are smart in incorporating different tasks into other tasks. That's how I see it, at least. The second tip that I have for you is to find a partner, an accountability partner. If you're somebody who's struggling with, motivation or willpower, this is the most efficient system that I can tell you. Like, it's just like working out. If you're working out with another person, with your friend, it's way easier to get the workout done for some reason. Because if you have a scheduled meeting with another person, we humans, we don't want to lose face. We have to show up. And we feel obliged to actually show up. That's the same thing with language learning. So what I did is that every day I actually practiced English with my older sister. And of course, I was lucky to have an older sister who, spoke really good English as well. And so whenever I wanted to practice English, we just practiced English together. If you don't have a sibling, just find a friend who you can practice with. You do this every single day. Go for a walk with your friend, and while you go on a walk, you can talk to them in English. Or if you don't have friends around you, which by the way, then you have to work on your social skills because everybody needs friends. But if you don't have any friends at all, you can go online and try to find a community of like-minded people. And actually, I'm helping you out with this because I'm currently working on a free Discord community for language enthusiasts just like you and me. My mic just died. Okay, I hope you guys can still hear me. My ideal idea is that we create a community of language learning people who are interested in learning languages. We exchange our tips. We'll host like weekly coaching calls where I meet up with you guys, and we chat together. We exchange different information, and if you have any questions regarding language learning and I can help you out, I'd be more than happy to do that. Until then, you need to find a partner who you can meet up with at least once per week, and you guys talk to each other in the foreign language. You update each other on how it went the week, and that way you will become even more consistent because you now have somebody who holds you accountable. In terms of apps that you can currently use, definitely check out Anki for flashcards. Digital flashcards. I made a whole video about this. Also, I'll link all of them in the description box below. If you want to find native speakers online, I definitely recommend you to check out HelloTalk or Tandem or other free apps, because I heard that in some areas in the world those apps are actually not available. But basically it's a tandem app where you can find other native speakers and they're trying to learn your native language, and then you just connect with each other and then talk to each other in the respective language. And that's a cool way to find like a friend abroad and also to practice your English speaking. And the third tip is that you should set specific milestones that you have to achieve in a certain amount of time. The more specific you can be, the easier it will be to execute the plan. But recently I watched this video of a guy who within 1 year mastered Japanese. To be honest, it sounds really clickbaity, but his goal was to learn Japanese within 1 year because he wanted to take the hardest Japanese language learning. It's called JP something, I forgot the name, but basically it's the equivalent of the TOEFL test in English. Within 1 year, he came up with a whole plan, because if your goal is to master the language within 1 year, have a specific amount of time set up front and also a specific goal. The current goal, for example, is to become fluent in Korean, at least B1 level by March next year, because that's when I'm going to Korea. So yeah, that's why I'm currently hustling in Korean. Definitely set a goal for yourself and be ambitious, but not too unrealistic. If your goal is not realistic, and at some point you will realize that it's not realistic, you will lose a lot of motivation and a lot of momentum. If you found this video helpful, you might want to check out my other video, Why You Understand English But Can't Speak It, that I'll link up here. Peace out.